Hello everyone, good evening and welcome back to the insanity of Victor Shepard. Hello Sovereign, you are indeed first. I kind of didn't think about this earlier this morning, but since Sen is on honeymoon, that means there's no D&D tonight. Um, so why not continue on with insanity? um, So what we're gonna do tonight is go through UNC Cerberus, and then its follow-up UNC Hades Dogs, and I think there's also one other planet in the Voyager cluster, um, which will have the War Hero special mission. Then we're gonna go ahead and find the commune, which I think is the Ruthless special mission with Major Kyle in the Sentry system, hawking at a cluster. And then we'll probably, if we still have time, we'll go to the Kepler Verge for Garrus's little mission. So let's go ahead and get started. Wait, why am I at the Citadel? Oh yeah, we wrapped some missions up there. Okay, now I know. I think. All right, so the clusters we've been to so far, we've cleared out Artemis Tau, cleared out Hades Gamma, we've cleared out Gemini Sigma. We've been to the Horsehead Nebula and did all the side quests in it. Cleared out Luna Base. We still have Argus Row to go to, Voyager, Attican Beta, which will also have Pharos, Kepler Verge, Hawking Etta, and Armstrong. Let's go ahead and start with the Voyager cluster. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start here for the War Hero special thing. Also incoming ad. But I think everybody in here is immune to ad jail, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up.
Uh-oh.
In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission complete burst from one of them.
That's quite a delay.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
That's straightforward enough. Let's just pick it up.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
And then they go kaboom. Alright. Get a bomb disposal team?
Shouldn't a bomb disposal unit be sent for this? We don't have anyone trained in that.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
Okay, so first, Hackett says that these probes were built during the First Contact War. And we rigged them with nukes because we didn't want anybody else to get our tech. Because the first alien race we met was hostile. Or maybe this was even before the first contact. Either way, we built these and sent them out before we were a part of the Council. So, logically speaking, if this does come to light and the Solarians, Turians, Asari... Hopefully that's fine. I don't understand the watch streak either. Thank you, Sovereign. But, if I understand right, if the aliens manage to get a hold of one of these probes and figure out we got a fusion bomb on it, it's literally not... We can just say, hey, when we built these, we didn't know there was a law against it because we weren't part of the Citadel Council. We didn't even know the Citadel Council existed. So we'll try and find him as best we can, but not our fault. But whatever.
It's in the Voyager cluster. That's the opposite side of the Alliance from Turian space. How did it get there?
I don't know. It's possible someone recovered it safely and brought it there. It's also possible it got very badly lost. It could have been wandering the relay network since the war.
Also, the Council numerous times has gone against their own laws. For example, the Asari break one of the Council's most sacred laws of you can't hoard Prothean beacons. Well, come Mass Effect 3, we find out that, yeah, they totally are hoarding one of the few intact beacons. And that's why they're so advanced. Rules for thee, but not for me. Yeah, exactly. The Solarians constantly uplift species that are not ready for it. Hello, Ross. Welcome to stream. And the Turians twice have gone against it. Once in the Krogan Rebellion, after they deployed the genophage. How's everybody? I'm doing good. After they deployed the genophage, which is a war crime in and of itself. Granted, it was probably necessary at the time, but it was ill-advised. But anyway, to add insult to injury on top of that, we find out in Mass Effect 3 that the Turians also buried a massive super nuke underneath the most populated Krogan area, the Kelphic Valley. I'm pretty sure that violates Council law. Also, in the First Contact War, after we retook Shang-Chi, the Turians decided to, drop asteroids on human colonies, which is a violation of Citadel law. You're not supposed to drop asteroids on planets. So, any good human lawyer would say, yeah, so we booby-trapped our initial probes with nukes that are the weakest nukes we have. They're only equal to Hiroshima. We did this in a time before we even knew the Citadel Council existed, so technically we didn't break any laws. And y'all motherfuckers are some of the most hypocritical assholes in this whole government. So shut the fuck up. I wonder how they feel if they went up against force, like say the fucking clankers or clanners. I don't know. I'm not familiar with BattleTech.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral. And we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Yeah, if I were a lawyer and we got caught because of this, I'd just say, hey, the Turians committed a war crime against Shang-Chi and other human colonies during the First Contact War by violating Citadel law and dropping asteroids on our colonies. Alright. Guessing you're saying that then. Oh no, of course not. The Turians are part of the Citadel Council, which means they kind of run the place. And they are the military backbone of the Citadel. Meaning, they comprise like 75% of the Citadel fleet. So yeah. It's the classic government agency gets accused of committing war crime. Said government agency conducts an internal investigation against themselves. And surprise, surprise, said government agency's internal investigation concludes that said government agency did nothing wrong. Alright, so Edgebinum is a small terrestrial world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Though the planet has sufficient mass to maintain a much thicker atmosphere, much of it has been blasted away. The red giant Amazon is a long-period variable star, currently half at the nadir of a 16-year cycle. At peak, its energy output doubles, lashing Edgebinum with intense heat and radiation. The crust is mainly composed of aluminum with deposits of tin. Much of the surface is coated with a fine silicate dust, which easily penetrates the smallest cracks to foul machinery. That'll totally not result in some extent of resentment. It does. As of Mass Effect 1, Turian and human relations are strained, to say the least. Hi, Floof. Welcome to stream. I'm going to punish myself by playing Mass Effect on the hardest difficulty because I'm suffering for your amusement. But, no, I'm probably gonna die multiple times. Let's see here. Let's get Rex and Tally. No, wait. Not Rex. Garrus. We need a sniper. But no, Turian and human relations only really start improving drastically in Mass Effect 2, but only if Shepard saves the Citadel Council at the cost of 8 Alliance cruisers in the Battle of the Citadel in Mass Effect 1. Because by doing so, it shows that humanity is willing to sacrifice to protect the rest of the galaxy, which is very much what the Turians do. They're all about duty and sacrifice. So if humanity steps up and shows that, yeah, they're willing to do that too, then 8 cruisers, how many people? Well, having seen the numbers for Jellyfish Ship, does he know ever say they're not gonna lie? I primarily save the Council for a couple reasons. One, they will offer to reinstate your Spectre status in Mass Effect 2, which helps. 2, the Destiny Ascension's war assets are worth more than the 8 ships you lose for Mass Effect 3. So I primarily save them for the... I'm not saving the Council, I'm saving the Destiny Ascension. And 3, I like to rub the Reaper, or the fact that the Reapers exist, and the fact that I saved them, or saved the Council, in the Council's face. By going, ha! You doubted me, you owe me your lives. I didn't work the map. Okay. Yeah, I've sacrificed the Council a couple times, but I find it not worth it in the long run, because of just how much harder it is politically in Mass Effect 2. You don't get your Spectre status in Mass Effect 2. It's also harder to convince the Vermeer survivor to stand down in Mass Effect 3. So, while it feels good initially to let the Council die, do if your arsenic meters, I mean, fair enough, but in my experience, it's just easier in the long run to save the Council. Hell, if you save the Council and during the Citadel coup in 3, provided that the Solarian Counselor survives Kai Lang, which you'd have to fuck up a lot for him to die, the Turian and the Solarian Counselors are like, hey, we didn't trust Shepard before, and all it did was bite us in the ass. Maybe we should start listening to them. And that's when Odina loses it and pulls out the gun. And the Vermeer survivor is going to like, oh shit. So Bethany fleet jumps in literally at the penultimate moment and asks, you random ground operator, make this decision. From the beginning, I get this. To be clear, from the writing style things, Admiral, with all due respect, what the fuck do I care? Shoot at the alien. Well, it does make sense from a video game perspective. Because narratively, the decision isn't to have the ground commander, aka Shepard, tell Hackett to save the Ascension or concentrate on Sovereign. Shepard's decision is actually when to unlock the relay. To unlock the relay before the arms open, which basically send the fleet in and the only target is the Geth fleet that's attacking the Ascension, or unlock them once the arms open, by which case the Ascension's already dead and the human fleet goes in to attack the biggest target there, Sovereign. That's how I interpret it. Alright, Ross. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good one. Alright, where... Okay. Yeah, a Paragon Shepard will unlock the relay as soon as possible to get the human fleet in there to try and help the other fleets. A more pragmatic or renegade Shepard will wait until the arms open to unlock the relay. A pragmatic one will wait till the arms open up, unlock the relay. As soon as that happens, if the Ascension's still around, okay, that's great, but that's not the priority. A renegade one will wait to unlock the relay until after the Ascension is dead. Although, in hindsight, if I was working on ME1, since there's 3 technical options, I'd give 3 outcomes. The Paragon Renegade I'd keep untouched. Paragon being you save the Ascension and the Council. The Renegade being you let the Council die, fuck them. The middle one, though, is prioritize Sovereign. There's a little wiggle room there. The bulk of the fleet will go after Sovereign, but like maybe 2 cruisers will cover the Ascension, not to save it, but to allow it to launch escape pods and pick up said escape pods so the Council can still live if, say, you meet some other mechanic. I don't know, we'd have to come up with it. But the Ascension is gone. You lose that war asset. That way the middle, because as it stands now, the neutral option of just prioritize the Reaper and that's basically the same thing as the Renegade one. You might as well do that one. Because the end result for the next 2 games is the same. They record it as the Council's dead. So why bother picking the neutral response? Other than just flavor, that doesn't matter. I know the arrow is, we're going the opposite direction of the waypoint, but this is, I think, one of the easier ways to get up this massive incline. Because if we go directly towards the waypoint, we won't be able to climb the cliff. Yep. Well, since we're here, we might as well get the debris. There it is. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. Let's get our Omni Gel back. Yeah, I'm not sure which major decision in the trilogy I think is the most important in terms of story-wise. I want to say it's the decision whether or not to keep Malin's data in Morden's loyalty mission. Because if you keep the data, then in ME3 for Priority Tachanka, Eve will live. Which means the Krogan probably won't be a problem after the Reaper War. Because they'll have leadership that is actually, you know, sane. Even if Rex somehow dies in Mass Effect 1, Eve can keep Reeve in check. But if you don't save Malin's data, the genophage can still be cured, but Eve will die. Meaning that if Rex is also dead, Reeve will reenact the Krogan rebellions. Welcome, Cross. Yep, we're doing a 2-in-1. Ah, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. And if Reeve is the sole one in charge of the Krogan, because he will reenact the Krogan rebellions as soon as the Reaper War is over, you can actually convince Morden to sabotage the cure. Because all of his simulations will come to pass. Sovereign people, not people to the kings. Also, if you sabotage the cure and Eve is dead and Rex is dead, then Reeve won't figure out the sabotage, so you will still get your Krogan War assets. If you sabotage with Rex in charge, he'll figure it out because he's not an idiot. He will pull his support, and then he'll confront you on the Citadel and essentially commit suicide by Shepard. TLDR, they're not a client. No, the Krogan are not a client species. I'm just calling it, Sovereign, what the in-universe they call it. The Krogan Rebellions. And granted, they're not really beholden to the Citadel Council, but that's what the Council calls it. So, quite frankly, I'm not sure exactly what else to call it. Now, granted, I don't know any of this with Priority Tachanka firsthand, because I've never been idiotic enough to let Rex die in Mass Effect 1, and I've always saved the data. So Eve has always been around, with both Rex and Eve in charge. They jointly bring the Krogan essentially in line with every other Citadel species and become a client race to the Citadel Council after the Reaper War. So there's no reason not to cure the genophage. But I do think that saving Malin's data in Mass Effect 2's loyalty mission is quite possibly the single most important decision you can make in the trilogy. The second one, I think, is in regards to Tally's loyalty mission, how you handle that one. By either getting the morality necessary to essentially call the admirals out on their bullshit, or withholding the evidence, or getting Tally exiled. And then after that, how you deal with Tally and Legion's loyalty conflict. Because that whole mess will directly impact how Priority Rannoch will resolve. Alright, we gotta go this way. I don't know. What do you guys think the most important decision in the trilogy is? Did you not walk away at the end of movie 3? Frustration, stupidity at the ending? Yeah. I don't like how they ended ME3, but since I've only been exposed to the extended cut DLC endings, I haven't experienced the true frustration from it. Now, granted, there's only one ending that, or one choice that I feel you can really do,
The signals coming from
and that's
the mine?
destroy.
Suspicious.
But
I agree. The probe did not crash. Someone moved it here.
They may not know what they have. Let's find it before they set it off.
Affirmative.
And carrying the genophage or not, depending upon the variables you have, is pretty big. But I think Malin's data is more important because that will determine the variables you have going in, along with whether or not you get Rex's family armor. Yeah, who knew that just getting Rex's family armor in Mass Effect 1 could have massive ramifications on Mass Effect 3? Because if you do get Rex's family armor, it's so much easier to talk him down in Vermeer. You don't even have to pass a morality check. You're just like, hey, so I get it. You want the genophage cured, but this isn't a cure. It's a means to enslave your people. Do you really want that? No, I don't. Okay, then. You didn't know there were ME1 loyalty missions. Yeah, there are 3 Mass Effect 1 loyalty missions. One for Garrus, one for Rex, and one for Tali. Rex actually has long-term ramifications. Because if you don't do his loyalty mission to get his armor, when it comes time to Vermeer, you better have a lot of points in either Charm or Intimidate. Otherwise, he gonna die. Either by your hand or Ash's. Because you can't talk him down. Tali's is basically the Armstrong cluster. You wipe the Geth off of 4 areas on 4 planets, then blow up the base on the 5th planet, download data from them, and then hand that data to Tali. She'll take it back to the fleet after the Battle of the Citadel, which will complete her pilgrimage. However, the only acknowledgement that the games give you for that is in Freedom's Progress. There's an extra dialogue you get to convince, quote-unquote, convince Tali that you're actually Shepard when you first meet her in Freedom's Progress at the very beginning of Mass Effect 2. But the thing is you don't need that dialogue to convince her you're Shepard. You don't even need a morality check. So technically, there's no game mechanic reason to do Tali's loyalty mission. It's just for lore purposes. And then Garrus it's quick, simple. You help him take down the criminal that got away. And then, no matter how it ends, Garrus' character remains unchanged. He will never bring it up ever again. So there's literally no point to do it lore-wise or gameplay mechanic-wise. The only reason to do it is for the XPs. That's it. Oh, and the loot. But, yeah. Jesus. Oh, they probably forgot about it, yeah.
Commander. Shepard. At last.
Who are you?
You have me at a disadvantage.
You don't remember me. No matter. I remember you. I never forget anyone I've fought. My name is Ilanos Haliat. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe.
So one thing that was changed in the Legendary Edition was this mission. In the original Mass Effect 1 on the 360, this dude looked like a bald human. He wasn't supposed to be. He's supposed to be a Turian. But for some reason, BioWare didn't program a model for that, so they just stuck a generic human in there. Which kind of didn't make any sense lore-wise. For the Legendary Edition, they put the proper Turian model in. So, yeah. The mission makes a lot more sense. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe. Arya T'Loak. Who gives a shit?
You assume I give a damn. That's cute.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest.
No,
I
you weren't.
used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
He thinks he's strong when, you know. Who actually rules the Terminus? The 3 mercenary gangs of the Blue Suns, the Blood Pack, and the Eclipse. That's who runs the Terminus. Oh, and Cerberus is also a power there. But, yeah. So you attacked Elysium.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed because of you. Your damnable holding action.
My crew will come for me.
Let them. We'll be ready. An Alliance warship would make a fine prize. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, the ores here are laced with heavy metals. I'm afraid your suit radios aren't powerful enough to transmit out.
Alright. I'm going to take a rare renegade response because this guy's pissing me off.
You'll see me again, Halliot. Count on it.
I rather doubt that. Goodbye, Shepard.
What do we do now, Shepard?
No one panic.
We've got air and light, and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
There's no time to get out. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. Alright. That was easy! The mod that takes away the disarming minigame. That makes this easy. But I recognize the name Halliot for something. I'm pretty sure that's a Turian manufacturer. Yeah, Halliot Armory. So what's Alanos's connection? Huh. The wiki doesn't say. Alright, well, let's go ruin Alanos's day. Which which is gonna be a little interesting because most of his pirates are snipers. I am not a sniper. I'm gonna have to actually get close. All right.
Bring it on!
Ow. Alright, that could have gone better, but at least we didn't die. Hallie went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. Pity it ended like this. For him, at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established connection with the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. Alright, well.
Clear.
And return to Normandy. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna go after Cerberus. Data disk. Light metal. Rare element. Alright, Binthu has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide with a permanent haze of toxic chlorine and clouds of sulfur dioxide that periodically drop torrents of acidic rain on the surface. Its crust is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of calcium. Unlike most worlds in the Voyager cluster, Binthu has only been charted within the last 20 years by Alliance surveyors. It has no known native ecology. Data about the world is surprisingly brief and generic, painting a picture of an unpleasant and uninteresting place. Alright, let's bring Tally and let's bring Rex. Alright. So we'll go to this palladium deposit, then head north to the research facility. Then we'll just go in a diamond. Head into the debris next. This research facility, we'll investigate the anomaly, pick up the uranium, and end up here. Heavy metal. Alright. Oh, speaking of important decisions, I guess one important decision is made in the suicide mission as to who you should assign for what jobs. Now, in my playthroughs, I know what I'm doing, so I always pick the right ones because once you've done it once right, you know how to do it. But we saw how badly things could go in Piper's stream, if you recall. Because of democracy, chat as a whole decided to have Zaid lead the fire team in the long walk, which got him killed. Alas, lady of prettiest eyes was betrayed by the masses. Yep. Which meant that we lost one of our big tanks for the last part. Then, for Shepard's fire team, or Piper's fire team, I believe Grunt was chosen, as well as, I think, Miranda. Which meant there was only one tank left to hold the line. Garrus. So, we lost another person. Tally. Which is probably the worst one to lose. Because that locked... no Tally means no peace on Rannoch. Which means... you have to choose between the Quarians and the Geth. And then I think in Mass Effect 3, chat collectively decided to save the Geth. But since you guys blew up the Heretic Geth, the Geth were weaker than they could be. So, when you guys decide to destroy, you had high EMS destroy. You did not have perfect destroy. So Piper died. In fairness, I think half of chat didn't know the repercussions of picking Grunt for the fire team was going to be. Because they weren't familiar with how the suicide mission worked. Because they didn't do the homework that I told them to do. Which was watch Carolina's stream. Because she came home with all of her people. Maybe emulate what she did. But, yeah. Yeah. You guys were so close. I think you were literally like, maybe 200 to 300 war assets away from getting perfect destroy. If only we listened.
Get down!
Okay.
I can't make it.
Huddle up.
Looks like Cerberus has other bases on this world, Shepard.
You eliminated the threat at this facility. Continue to one of the other nearby labs. Alright, so that's locked off. Nope. Shit.
Huddle up.
Also, if I recall, you guys were inconsistent on the romances. You started out with Liara in LE1. And then for some reason you guys decided to go with Garrus in Mass Effect 2. And then you stuck with Garrus. Yeah, you guys were. I was like, oh my god. Also in LE1, you guys were... You can't blame me for that! The only Shakarian Shepard I have is Carolina. Every other one is different. Victor is Tallymancer. Cammy is... Caden. Jaina is with Liara. I did not influence you guys at all in the romances. The only decisions I actually influenced you guys on was in Mass Effect 1 after you guys initially decided to go Renegade with and then choose the Ruthless background. You kept doing Paragon stuff and Floof rightly called out saying, hey, this isn't really consistent with your character. I was like, yeah. So I basically locked your decision in Bring Down the Sky. I didn't let you save the hostages because that wasn't ruthless. But that was it. Okay, well, I also had you do the Renegade response to Zaid's loyalty mission, but I used that as the, okay, this is Piper's character development moment. If you want her to be less ruthless after this, we can do that, but we gotta have something in story for her to move away from that to make it consistent. But for romances, that was all you guys. I think I even remember saying, you guys don't have to do Garrus. You know that, right? And then when you tried to go with the Garrus romance in ME2, I was like, why? You're with Liara. Although I think I would have stopped you from romancing one character in ME2. Only because I wouldn't want Piper to suffer. I don't think I would have let you guys romance Jacob Taylor. Because no one deserves that. I don't think I'd let us stuff the balance. Yeah, if I could get enough people here consistently that would actually vote, I'd be more than happy to do another Chat Decides Mass Effect playthrough. It's just,
Eat this.
no one votes.
Won't get me
I
next.
should have used dampening. That's also why I haven't done any Chat Decides Ace Combat playthroughs of late. Because otherwise I'd just be stuck in the hangar, resorting to RNGesus. In which case, why not just do a RNGesus stream? We feel bad because we fucked up that one time so bad. Maybe? But for Ace Combat, it should... Maybe it's because I told you that once you vote for a plane, it's gone from the rotation. God damn biotics. I can do it too. Eliminate the threat at this facility. Continue to one of the other nearby labs.
Let's head to that next base, Shepard. This is my kind of mission.
I'm scared that you enjoy this a little much, Rex. There are a few children's toys and some ragged clothes stuffed inside the top of this monument, along with a Prothean data disk. Okay. Not sure what the significance of that is, but I'll take the disk. Oh no. Come on. Oh, the Mako's stuck. Oh, there we go. You could have kicked rocks. Well, if it didn't unstick itself after I killed that turret, I was just gonna get out and walk the rest of the way because I technically didn't need the Mako anymore. God damn it. Warp. Jesus, I thought you were dead.
All passed.
Oh, this is not gonna... Oh, this is gonna suck. I did not know Thorian creepers had that much health. God fucking damn it! Alright, we gotta do it all over again. And what sucks is their main attack goes through barriers and will automatically poison you and take like half your health away. Let's see here. Do I have... toxin resistance. Since we have that, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's see how that works. So if that's how bad I'm gonna do against 3 creepers, just wait till Pharos, where we get to fight a whole shit ton of them. And I was using a fully charged assault rifle with plus 20% damage, using high explosive rounds, giving me 28% damage, 500% weapons force, and 2 frictionless materials. What I have to do, use hyper rails? We'll try putting on 1 hyper rail. We'll see how that works. I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna have cooldown man galore, but I might actually do damage. All right, take care, Sovereign. Also, I'm still not... Keyboard movement is still not natural to me, so... Defensive maneuvering's not great.
I'm a little busy here. Looks like Cerberus has other bases on this Shepard.
All right. Let's... Okay, so that's plus 20 damage. Damage. Okay, so more brass isn't gonna do it. High explosive is still the best, okay. And let's just do hyper rails, see how that works. I'm gonna have like 3 shots, but whatever. I need damage. rotate. Oh, okay, well I can't with mouse and keyboard. You can with a controller, which is weird.
Let's head to that next base, Shepard.
Well, on the bright
This is
side,
my kind of mission.
by equipping the 2 hyperrails, I am killing things a lot faster. I just have cooldown issues. But hopefully it'll be enough to kill the goddamn creepers. Alright. After we kill the turrets, we'll go ahead and save. That way, if we die again, we don't have to start from the beginning of the fucking mission. It's nice to know that the LE1 autosave is just as reliable as ever. There's one. Tally. Tally. Okay, there's two. There's three.
Time to get Kahoku some payback.
Whew! Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Put these back. I'll go and keep the hyper rails on. You check for a pulse, but find none. Admiral Kahoku is dead. Despite the ferocity of the creatures he was sealed in with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse. The needle marks on his arm suggest a different means of execution.
Shepard, over there. It's Admiral Kahoku.
I guess Cerberus found him after all.
Alright, let's loot the place. Alright. And we just unlocked this one. Cerberus has been conducting illegal genetic research in an effort to create an unstoppable army. You found Kahoku dead in one of their bases, and now you're the only one who can stop them. Destroy the main Cerberus facility. You found the location of a major Cerberus facility. Head to the Nephron and the Columbia system of the Voyager cluster and destroy it. Oh, fuck. Another hyperrail. Alright. Let's turn to Normandy. Let's go down and refill our stuff. Flash grenade. Flash metagel. Alright. Go ahead and save. And then we'll head to the Columbia system. UNC, Hades Dogs. Alright, Nephron. Nephron is a barren, volcanic terrestrial world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium with deposits of magnesium. Aside from displays of geological beauty, including many spectacular volcanoes, this barren world is of little interest. Entries relating to Nephron in the astronomical database are sparse. Let's see here. Let's bring Ash. No. Let's bring Liara. And Tally. Not Tally. Rex. I do need a tech. Maybe a medic. There we go. Liara and Caden. Alright. What's the terrain look like? Shit! There is indeed a thresher. Okay, so we're gonna go for the heavy, or we're gonna go for the minerals first. Then we'll head for the debris. And we'll fight the thresher. Go for the anomaly, and then take out the server space. Music died. Come on. There we go. There it is. Okay. Oh no, man. Oh, there it goes. Yep, music's back. Okay. Also, when it comes to fighting threshers, I am going to be using the controller so I can strafe. Because I can't do that with mouse and keyboard. Or at least I don't have the coordination to do that. And this is not the difficulty to learn it at. Come on. Fuck. There we go. Need 5 more light, 11 more heavy, and 3 more rare. Okay. 5 more Turian emblems, 3 more discs, 6 more medallions, and 1 more ID tag, and 6 more writings. Alright. I mean, it's not like I need to get all those, because I already have. It's just it gets me XP for everyone I pick up. And I'd like to reach max level before Ilos. But, yeah, we still got a ways to go. Alright, time to go after the Thresher. We are going to save just in case we die. Alright. No. Yeah, it was. Come on. Come on. Get up. I do like how the Nomad in Andromeda has climbing drive to kind of help it up. Alright. Switch into controller. What's up? Yeah, a major reason why I'm doing the, well, the only reason why I'm doing the controller for Thresher bosses is I can't do this on mouse and keyboard. I know it's possible, I just don't have the coordination to do it. So yeah. And you're dead. Throw it down. Alright. Let's go ahead and save. We're already up to save 50. 51. Well, technically 21 since this is New Game Plus. All right. Go after the anomaly, then we'll go to the server space. ID tag recovered. This Cerberus soldier had an identification tag for Captain Varsnith, one of the Solarian soldiers responsible for capturing the League of One. It's unclear how he became in possession of this relic. No, that is not a Cerberus soldier. That's a Solarian! Alright.
Heads up!
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey, it's the armory. That. All right. Aid station. All right. You cautiously press a few buttons, and an alarm chimes. The optical database is flashing itself. Quickly, you copy as many files as you can onto your hard drive's internal computer. Its memory wiped, the computer shuts down. The files are sure to be encrypted, but you got time to crack them. Alright, we're good to go. Alright. So, we're gonna go replenish our first aid and granadas. And then we're gonna go to the Kepler Verge and do Garrus's loyalty mission. I think there's something else in the Kepler Verge, but I'm not sure what.
Transmission coming in, Commander.
Oh, here we go.
I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
What's your name?
Who are you and who do you represent? Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us. Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead? We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession. You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them? Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
Well, that's treason.
These are classified Alliance files. I'm not handing them over to you. Be reasonable, Commander. Cerberus was operating outside Alliance jurisdiction. You don't owe them any loyalty. The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive. But no secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
Why do you want the files?
What are you going to do with this information? Information is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, or traded. Why my employer desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer.
Well, I don't trust you.
My loyalty is to the Alliance, not the Shadow Broker. That is unfortunate, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
I'm not worried. All right. First, we're gonna head back to the Citadel just to make sure, because I think we might be able to do something with Werner.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Admiral Kahoku, a respected member of the Alliance military, has passed away. The veteran soldier who won the love of his troops during conflict with the Batarians died of natural causes.
Yeah, right,
Kahoku
okay.
is survived by his wife and 3 children, who are planning a small private memorial service.
Yeah, Kahoku was murdered. He didn't die of natural causes. But I guess the Alliance is trying to cover up Cerberus's existence. Why'd I click Normandy? I didn't want to do that.
Logged.
I wanted to do markets.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless,
KRAS. Wards locations. Markets. Not Normandy. Alright. Yep, Werner's there. Okay.
Commander, I've been waiting for you to get back. I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
Kinda, I'm pretty busy.
I've got a lot going on right now, but I can spare a moment.
Great! This'll just take a minute. With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
One, I don't have the authority to do that. 2, that doesn't sound like a good idea. You don't have training.
Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I want to be with you, fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
I do have the Renegade stuff, but it seems that, for some reason, the Legendary Edition does actually record what you do. Because it used to be bugged where it only remember that you stuck a gun in his face. But of late, it's been remembering me doing this. So we'll just do this. There are other fights, buddy.
I believe you, Conrad. But there's another fight that needs you.
What? I don't understand.
I need people at home.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a mod that I have, or if the game really got patched where they fixed that bug.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Alright, let's go ahead. Head to the Kepler Verge. Go to the Herschel system. I think I know what's in the Newton system. I think that's Onthro, where we find the sole survivor special mission with Corporal Toombs. MSV Fidel. The Fidel is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. In addition to the standard cargo bay, the hull has several biological research modules attached. Registry, private owner, Dr. R. Hart. We gotta have Garrus. Let's have Caden. Because we're going to be dealing with fucking creeper-like things. So we're also going to put on the medical exoskeletons. Just in case we do get smacked with poison. Alright. Okay. I think we got him. Okay, we can't go into that one, but we can go here. Okay. Oh. Alright, Garrus. Let's bring your suspect in. Book him, Dano.
Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
You're certain?
Are you sure it's him? Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy. Please, don't let him do this to me.
Back down, Garrus.
We'll take him in. Drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
Think, Garrus.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Solarian. You owe the commander your life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Oh, he's actually shooting for once. Okay.
And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
I'll tell you.
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus. But you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Salion's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species. Pale blue, probably Turian. Orange, I believe that's Solarian. And more than a few dark red. That would be human. But his work ended here. Time to head back to the Normandy. Alright. Let's go ahead and put our kinetic skeleton back on. Now that Garrus' mission's done, let's go talk to him, see how he's doing. This actually might be a good place to end the stream here.
Commander, what can I do for you?
What can I do for you? What's the matter?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
You think he'll get away?
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Are you worried?
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
Of course.
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
What are you saying?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
Last resort.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
Now, what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
Think about it.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, sir.
Now, I only say that I'm gonna kill Saren as last resort. I'm gonna try and take him alive at this point, because at this point we don't know really anything about indoctrination. So it does make sense to try and bring Saren in alive so he can figure out what his plan is and more about the Reapers. It's not until Vermeer, when we learn about indoctrination, and it's like, no, we can't bring Saren alive because he's too far gone. He's indoctrinated. The only thing we can do is put him out of his misery. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and call the stream for tonight. We will be continuing the insanity tomorrow. We're gonna start with Corporal Toombs' mission in Ontarum, which is right here. Then we're gonna head to the Hawking Edda system. Then we'll head to the Argus Row, do the missions there. That should be enough for that stream. Then the next time we play after that, we'll go for Tali's loyalty mission in the Armstrong Nebula, and then after that, we should be ready to start Novaria as our first story mission. But thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope you had fun. You even got to see me die unexpectedly. I didn't think a creeper of all things would get me, but nah, well, I did. So that bodes well for Pharos. Depending upon how things go, I might be streaming again, or it might be a double stream tomorrow. I know for certain we're going to be streaming Mass Effect 1 again in the morning in regular time. I don't know what the evening stream will be. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow, and if not, have a good rest of your weekend.